Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyamla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash, double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And hey, I guess it's like a back to the basics. And I just never really thought that someone would, could really be this stupid. But it's people that just don't know stuff, man. This is entitled "It's Incestous." I'm assuming they're trying to say it's incestuous or whatever. Says husband who divorced his bad wife while she's still in the hospital for breastfeeding their newborn. So he feels as if, because the baby is on her tit, that's an incestuous act, which is stupid as hell. Right? Okay, so it says a dad has baffled the internet after he seemingly divorced his wife because she had breastfed their newborn son. His now viral text exchange with his wife sees him accuse her of incest over the disrespectful act shortly after she has given birth. Okay, it says, you can see the text messages back and forth there. It says screenshots of the messages have since been shared on X, formerly known as Twitter, and Reddit, where they have prompted outrage. The message exchange begins with Jonathan writing, "You've been breastfeeding. You know how I fucking feel about that." Unsurprisingly, April is taken aback and asks when her husband is coming home and whether he is mad at her. Jonathan goes on to explain that he finds the act disrespectful of him. Somehow remaining level-headed, April offers a compromise, offering to do it out of his sight if he is so offended by it. But Jonathan isn't having any of it, telling his wife he's done, shocking, while she is still recovering from labor in the hospital. Ever patient April goes on to explain the nutritional benefits of breastfeeding. That's common sense. But you know what, though? This is kind of like it's really not surprising because these damn Americans are so fucking stupid. Americans are really dumb, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the outcome of a base man running the earth. Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. This is what happens when a stupid people is in charge, man. I mean, it just is what it is. They got people thinking that you got to go and get some scientific made milk when the best nutrients for the baby is within the mother. Even a goddamn a pit bull to fucking let the pups get on the tits, man. That's all, that's nature. That's the way that it should go. But Esau, he didn't capitalize even on some damn milk, bro. Remember when the COV thing was going on? And all these women were losing their goddamn minds because they couldn't find formula. That shit was stupid as hell, but you got all the formula within you. Anyway. Again, this is not surprising, man, because this place is being ran by really base people. Let me just keep it classy. Okay. He says, let me see. Somehow remaining level-headed, April offers a compromise, offering to do it out of his sight if he's so offended by it. But Jonathan wasn't having any of that, telling his wife he's done, shocking, while she is still recovering from labor in the hospital. Ever patient April goes on to explain the nutritional benefits of breastfeeding, the benefits to where I'll never be able to look at you the same way again, he responds. I think you're a bad wife. I think you don't respect me. I think you took joy away from me. I think a lot of things. Now, how could she not have known this motherfucker was this stupid before she laid down and had a baby with him? There had to have been some kind of indicators. This clown is stupid as all hell. You didn't come on, bro. So I'm really, I gotta put her at fault on this one. A lot of you women, man, y'all make some really bad choices when it comes to these dudes, man. Okay. Says trying to explain that their son is not another man, April receives a shockingly reply. He's male and your son. That makes it incestuous in my eyes, Jonathan replies. See? How is the baby supposed to eat, man? If there wasn't Similac or formula, how would this baby eat? You'd be shoving a damn steak down his throat? What, you'll be at the stove trying to make him something? That shows you how stupid these people are, man. And where do you get the word incestuous from? They get it from the scriptures, but see, this lets you know too, and I'm willing to bet you he a Christian. He'll tell you straight up and down he loves Jesus. It says the text exchange ends with the irate husband telling his wife that she can stay in the house until she is back on her feet, but then she has to find her own place, but that he still wants 50-50 custody, accompanied by the words, fuck it and fuck you. Damn. Ex-users were quick to respond with their own thoughts, and rather unsurprisingly, people had little sympathy for Jonathan. One wrote, holy, he wants 50-50 custody. She needs to file a full custody because this man has serious... Yeah, there's something wrong with him. But then, I mean, hey, like I said again, this is America, man. This is America. This is not surprising of this particular generation, man. This man has driven humanity to the point of insanity, man. Says in a horrible way he's done her a real favor. Yeah. I mean, still, it's gonna be adultery though. If he's leaving her for some shit like that, he's gonna cause her to commit adultery. And he's going to be committing adultery with whoever he deals with. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. Because you can't get rid of no woman for no shit like that, man. Scripture, talks about, getting rid of a woman if she commits adultery on you. If she's sleeping with another man. Which obviously, I think this motherfucker thinking that the baby is another man. Like the shit is retarded. It says a third person wrote. Well, no, let me go back. It says, in a horrible way, he's done her a real favor because he's shown her his true colors in the most disgusting way, and she can't ignore that now. But you think, like, you had to have seen this? Nobody can be that stupid and you not see it from afar off, type of deal. Like, how long was they together, dating or courting, so to speak? You had to see that this motherfucker was stupid. Something had to have given you some type of thoughts like, something not right about this dude. Because if he say something this stupid, he had to been said some other stupid shit before. And you still married him and laid up with him and had a child? Yeah. All right. Okay. A third person wrote, I hope she knows these I hope she shows these texts to her lawyer. This man is not with us. Others refuse point blank to believe the messages could possibly be real. It do seem like it's some unreal shit. This can't possibly be real. I refuse to believe this is real, one said, while another added, I'm choosing to believe this is fake for my sanity. Oh, man. He's not a preemie. He was born at full term. It's still unneeded. He's still bigger than I was when I was born. And you could have always asked the nurses for a pump. Well, okay, what's the difference? He's still drinking the fucking milk. Stupid, bro. It's a proven scientific fact that breast milk is no better than modern formula. See? There you have it. There you have it. With Esau's science, the so-called white man and taught the people that his science, his milk is better than, we've upgraded. It's the same thing with the food, with the GMO shit. He has made grapes and watermelon and all these things better. See what I'm saying? This is why this man has to be taken out of power, man. You're dealing with a base nation. And guess what? We are in captivity to these clowns, man. This shit is retarded as hell. She says, I know, but the benefits of the breast milk still outweighs the formula. Latching helps drop the milk better than the pumps. See? The benefits to where, he says, the benefits to where I'll never be able to look at you the same way again. She says, what do you mean? You think I'm a bad mom for breastfeeding? He says, I think you're a bad wife. I think you don't respect me. I think you took joy away from me. I think a lot of things. She says, took joy from you. I don't understand what you mean. Formula can still be used. He says, I enjoy your boobs. Now they've been in. He says, I enjoy your boobs. Now they've been in another man's mouth. I now no longer enjoy your boobs. Oh my goodness. This gotta be an Edomite, man. This Edomite all over it, man. This gotta be Edomite shit, man. She says that the child basically is not another man. He says he's a male and your son. That makes it incestuous in my eyes. It's not like that at all, she says. I'm not saying anything I have told you before. Man, this dude. But like I said again, and you know, I already know, you go into the comments, they clowning this guy. But she had to have, no, look, ladies. Man, y'all gotta do. But you know what? This is when, see, back in the days when, you know, a motherfucker had to actually meet your dad. You know, you used to come to the, I remember, hey, I grew up in that era. You know, I'm the kind of like a last generation of that. And you had to go meet the parents, man. You had to meet the dad. You courting his daughter, man. Because, you know, a daughter is, you know, a parents put a lot into a young woman, you know, or at least back then, you know, they look at, hey, look, all the money I spent on her, you know. Every time I've taken her to the doctor's or a dentist appointment or, you know, whatever, you know, I'm buying her clothes, I'm getting her hair done, I'm treating her the way that, you know, I want her to be treated, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving her the you know, I'm giving her life, you know, throughout her years of coming up to become someone's wife. That shit is over with now, though. So these people just kind of like gradually meeting up online. You got all this online meeting up. Motherfuckers is getting snatched up, trafficked, and all kinds of silly shit now. But, man, you got to make better choices, man. She had to have seen that this dude, he had to exhibit some of this shit at some point on a dinner date or something. I can't see just out of the blue. She just finding out this guy's just stupid. This guy really believes that this is incestuous. This is crazy. But I'm going to go into the law, though. Let's go into the law, right? Let's start right here. I'm just going to bring it all up because the Lord gave us a list of things that he told us, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, as far as relations with our family members and things of that nature. Now, you have a situation with Moab and Ammon with Lot, where Lot's daughter slept with him, you know, during the Sodom and Gomorrah age or stage, you know. And that's where you get the so-called Chinese and the so-called Japanese today. You can clearly see that that's some real close ancestry. That's why they look like how they look. That's really, you know, close incest. You know what I'm saying? When a daughter sleeps with their father or a son sleeps with their mother. You're not supposed to do that. And you know what? Esau, and during slavery, Esau had us doing a lot of that. Esau would put a bag over Jake's head, you know what I'm saying, and having, having sex with his mom. Even having sex with his grandma. So see, you damn Edomites, y'all some nasty fuckers, man. And y'all gonna pay for the shit. And you think that this gotta be some Edomite shit, so he tripping over some breast milk? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Anyway, let's get to the point. I'm gonna start at verse 5. Leviticus 18 and 5. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord Yahweh. Verse 6, let's get down to it. Matter of fact, I can read it. Let me read it in the New Living Translation over here to the right. You must never have sexual relations with a close relative, for I am the Lord. Do not violate your father by having sexual relations with your mother. She is your mother. You must not have sexual relations with her. Verse 8, do not have sexual relations with any of your father's wives, for this would violate your father. Verse 9, do not have sexual relations with your sister or half-sister, whether she is your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether she was born in the household or somewhere else. Verse 10, do not have sexual relations with your granddaughter, whether she is your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, for this will violate yourself. Verse 11, do not have sexual relations with your stepsister, the daughter of any of your father's wives, for she is your sister. Verse 12, do not have sexual relations with your father's sister, for she is your father's close relative. Verse 13, do not have sexual relations with your mother's sister, for she is your mother's close relative. Verse 14, do not violate your uncle, your father's brother, by having sexual relations with his wife, for she is your aunt. Verse 15, do not have sexual relations with your daughter-in-law, she is your son's wife, so you must not have sexual relations with her. Verse 16. Do not have sexual relations with your brother's wife, for this would violate your brother. Verse 17. Do not have sexual relations with both a woman and her daughter, and do not take her granddaughter, whether her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter, and have sexual relations with her. They are close relatives, and this would be a wicked act. Verse 18. While your wife is living, do not marry her sister and have sexual relations with her, for they would be rivals. Verse 19. Do not have sexual relations with a woman during her period or menstrual impurity. Verse 20. Do not defile yourself by having sexual intercourse with your neighbor's wife. Verse 21. Do not permit any of your children to be... Okay, that's good. So that's pretty much the list of it right there. As far as, like, incest, close family members, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Now, the scriptures even goes off into spiritually being weaned from the milk. But let me see. I think I might have spelled that wrong. Let's just put in the word weaned. Okay, so now you have Genesis 21:8, and the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned. Okay, so what was he weaned from? He was weaned from the mother. Let's go off into this word. Let's go off into this word weaned real quick. Look, man, mothers have always... There hasn't always been no motherfucking breast pumps on no damn formula, man. This guy's stupid as hell. That word is gamal. To deal fully with, recompense, to deal out to, due to deal bountifully with, to recompense, repay. Okay, it says to treat a person well or ill, benefit or requite, by implication of toil, to ripen, specifically to wean. Let me go up into it. I want to let's see what this let's do a Google search. See, it says accustom of infant or other young mammal to food other than its mother's milk. Accustom someone to managing without something on which they have become dependent on. So basically, the baby will become dependent upon, the breast milk. Then there will come a point where, okay, it's like, all right, it's time for you to start eating some solids, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So basically, because that would, that's like it's a hard task. Because even with baby formula and shit like that, when you giving babies bottles, a lot of the times they will give them a pacifier, so to speak, when they don't have a bottle, because they come accustomed to sucking on that on a nipple, so to speak, and they would generally give them a pacifier to keep from overfeeding them, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, when they start crying. But eventually there comes a point where you have to get them off of that. You can't send them to damn school. They're in the kindergarten and still got a damn bottle in their mouth. That's why you'll see a lot of these kids, they'll be, old as hell, sucking their damn thumb. Instead of, what I'm saying, the parents, kind of, you have to really get them out of that, at a certain point, so they can go ahead and, develop, into their next stage of life. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I just seen this. I found it to be kind of stupid, but, we can't get, some education out of it, some edification out of it, because a lot of people don't know. Then again, I can't see him being this stupid though, but there are people that just don't know, man. The scriptures talks about our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because me personally, children, I would prefer the babies to be breastfed, man. You know what I'm saying, from the mom, and her having a good diet. You know what I'm saying, and knowing what to eat so the baby can get the best of the nutrients. You know what I'm saying? Not eat no shrimp, crab, lobster, pork, all these. So you have to really go off into these things when you're meeting somebody, especially being into this truth. You come across somebody, the motherfuckers they don't have a problem eating a Baconator, but it disgusts you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shit, well, and that ain't gonna do nothing but cause a little bit of friction in the future. You opening up the refrigerator and there's fucking pork chops there. She's frying up pork chops for dinner and shit. See, those are things that you that you might want to find out. because those types of things can, kind of throw the relationship for a loop. You know what I'm saying? You have, because people don't really be asking no questions no more, man. People, they are, they get attracted, they're attracted to someone, they go with the attraction, and they don't ask no questions, and then next thing you know, they wondering why they got with that person to begin with, and they didn't do real research. I mean, damn, it's people that'll put more research into, getting a house in a certain neighborhood if they buying a house, or even a car for that matter. It's people that people put more time into finding out about a certain phone, or a certain camera, or things that they'll do the specs, they'll check all into that shit, they'll read up on it, know all about it. But when it comes to a person that you want to spend the rest of your life with and possibly bringing children into the earth, nah, man, hey, these Americans have fucked that all over. Do as thy wilt, spirit. People out here bugged all out, man. So you have to be very careful, man, when you're dealing with these people out here, man. So wanted to just touch on this for a hot sec. I pray that the lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Yashala.